Hello beautiful people, you're welcome to another exciting lesson on Math with Ella. Today we are going to be looking at vectors, how vectors are denoted and expressed. But before we start, we are going to look at the definition of vectors. And we say that vector quantities are quantities that have both magnitude and direction. An example of such physical quantities are acceleration, force, velocity, just to name a few. We should take note here that a physical quantity that has only magnitude is called a scalar quantity. Next, we go ahead to look at how vectors are represented. Now, generally, vectors are represented with directed lines, that is, lines that have arrows indicating the direction of the vector. In this case, we have a vector that begins at a point O, which we are going to call the start point, and runs through to a point A, which we are going to call the end point. So this is our vector OA, starting from O to the point A. Now, this vector OA can be denoted in various forms. First of all, we are going to have the first form here, which is OA with an arrow indicating the direction in which the vector runs, that is from the point O, which is the start point, to the point A, which is the end point, or we could simply write OA in bold. Another way of denoting this vector could be a lowercase a with a bar, or a lowercase a in bold font. So these are four different ways in which vectors can be denoted. Now, our vector OA can be expressed in terms of unit vectors I and j as OA being equal to xi plus yj, or we could write OA as a column vector as xy. Now we have some examples. We can have a vector OA given as I plus 5j. In this case, we can write it in column form as 1, 5. Or we can have a vector OB, of course, starting from a point O to a point B, given as negative 4i minus 6j. And in this case, will be written as a column vector negative 4, negative 6. So that is it for how vectors are denoted and expressed. Thank you very much, and see you in our next video.